Let's talk about the Phillies. All right, Bill has. Wait a minute. Am I?
I hear Tom McCarthy.
I got some. Yeah, Tom McCarthy. I got the sound on here on this game. All right, but the game. That's what game I want to talk about. Game 2. The Phillies win a series. They beat Atlanta 2-1 in the series. The last game. I don't know. Did it taint anything for you? We looked at this. They got waxed. Okay, and their ace, did not last. So you gave the Braves a little bit of life after burying them in the first 2 games. You gave them a little bit of life, and they leave town with a little better hope with a big win over your fighting Phils. But I thought the interesting part of today was Dave Dombrowski's analysis of what this Phillies team is. And I heard the morning guys go, can it line up? And they went all the way down the lineup. Okay, so you want to go around the horn. Can it line up of Bohm, Turner, Stott, Harper, Real Muto, Kepler, platoon in center, Castellanos, with that pitching staff, actually win a World Series? That's the bigger question. And so we get to Dave Dombrowski's analysis because he was on a podcast with a couple of baseball guys, Joel Sherman from the New York Post, John Heyman from the New York Post. They've covered baseball for a really long time. And so I want to play this at the top, whether he actually believes this or whether everybody else believes it, whether they agree with him or whether they don't agree with him. So, Ray, I want to play Dave Dombrowski 1 talking about his team right now.
I don't feel like our offense is really gelled 100% by any means. And yet we're still among the league leaders in many categories. It's interesting. I just think it points to how much offense is down throughout the game. So I think for us, a lot of it, I think, just becomes an internal improvement for us because I think Schwarber has been the one guy that has been hot from beginning to now. The numbers he's put up has been fantastic. We have a lot of guys that are doing fine. Turner's been doing a lot better recently. Harper, despite saying, okay, he's not really Bryce as you anticipated, he's on the pace to driving 100 runs right now, too. So I think a lot of it comes from the internal. Bohm doing a little bit better. Stott doing a little bit better. JT doing better. Castellanos, Marsh, Kepler. So a lot of those guys need to kind of pick it up a little bit for us. And then we'll just continue to evaluate what takes place as far as what additions we may need to make. But we don't have a glaring hole there, but we just need a lot of improvements by the individuals.
So he says internal improvement. And he's saying that those guys have kind of underachieved and they have to pick it up. And my question is, have they really underachieved, or is this what they are? Like, what are you trying to get? What more blood are you trying to get? Are you trying to get everybody in the lineup to be a 300 hitter? We know that they're not. He conveniently glossed over the center field problem with Marsh and Rojas. And, Bill, your boy Rojas, I have to put this stat out at the top because I remember you lauding him. Well, look, he's hitting about 300. Look at this. He's like 320. Since then, he has plunged like 80 points. He is 3 for his last 30. Which people haven't taken inventory on. And your boy in left field, who you think could be a power source as a platoon with Kepler, is 3 for his last 16, and that's Weston Wilson. So are we talking about the Phillies needing internal improvement or in general improvement?
Yeah, it's interesting. And first of all, when we talk about Dubs, all right, he hit that home run last night. Just happened to be a little bit foul. So leave Dubs alone for a sec. But you're right, Mike. Look, Weston Wilson, I joke with you. He's not an everyday player. We know that. But when Dombrowski talks, I'm going to hit him with my favorite saying. He's not wrong. When you look at this Phillies team in the month of May, they're 19-7. But when you look at them offensively, even with JT Realmuto struggling, and you're not really having an answer from the right side of the plate, you don't trust Max Kepler against left-handed pitching yet. You're not trusting Bryson Stott against left-handed pitching. They still finished in the month of May, number 4 in runs, number 3 in batting average, number 6 in home runs, number 2 in on-base percentage, number 6 in slugging percentage, and they finished May 19-7, and there's one more game today. So you look at this offense, and I think Dombrowski's right. If some guys just improve a little bit, and maybe JT, his age is finally catching up to him, but if he can start hitting better. Bohm has come along. Turner's hitting over 300. Schwarber's been on fire. Bryce Harper, really, it's only been the last couple of weeks that you started to see Bryce Harper be the Bryce Harper of old. So when I look at this team, if you got to give up prospects and you got to do something to improve, it's got to be in the bullpen. Like I would live with the outfield the way it is. Now, don't get me wrong. If they can get a right-handed bat in that outfield and they could figure out a way to do it and also upgrade their bullpen, by all means, go for it. But if you had to choose one, I think you would agree with me.
Yeah.
You're fixing the bullpen.
Okay, but then you've avoided my earlier question, which is when I presented that lineup to you in conjunction with the pitching staff is, both bullpen and starters, do you believe, listen, they're high ranked in the power rankings. They're ranked 2 behind the Yankees, for crying out loud. Do you believe this team is World Series worthy?
Yeah,
in their current configuration.
Not looking at the pitching staff, just the lineup.
No, the whole thing.
They got
to line up in conjunction with their starters and the relief pitchers.
They got to upgrade the pen. Outside of that, if you tell me that going into October, same lineup, same starting pitching staff, and the bullpen has been upgraded, then yes, they can win a World Series as constructed.
Okay. My only beef with what Dombrowski says is you need internal improvement. And I think that you bark up a really tall tree when you got these guys are what they are. I think they've shown you what they are. I don't know if there's any more room for crazy offensive improvement. They're solid. The guys in the lineup that he mentioned are not going to knock your socks off at any particular time. They're gonna hit 260, 270, whatever that is. Is that enough? I mean, it might be enough. I don't know. I'm merely asking the question, and I'm asking the question to the fan base on how they feel. But Dombrowski did address this bullpen situation, and so Ray, let's hear him say that they don't necessarily need a closer.
Well, I don't know if I'd say closer. I think you have to identify your needs as time goes on, and probably our biggest need is our bullpen. I mean, it has been for us, and you lose Alvarado, so you keep an eye on it. There's different ways to go about it. Internally, we have pitched better. Ideally, you would have some strength in more late inning type guys that can give you a scoreless inning late. We'll keep our eyes open on that. The other thing is, and I don't want to get too carried away at this point, but between our starting pitching right now, we're in a position where, and of course, Walker's in there now. At some point, he will move back to the bullpen when Nola's ready. And we're in a position where he did pitch great out of the bullpen. His velocity ticked up to 95 with a tremendous splitter. Fields his position, holds runners. We feel that the potential exists there for him to help us. You go into the postseason, we have 5 starting pitchers that are big league quality guys now, with Wheeler and Nola and Sanchez and Suarez and Luzardo, in addition to Walker. They're not all going to start, so somebody's going to slide into the bullpen for you.
Okay. So who would that be that slides into the bullpen? So are we seeing Taijuan Walker and Ranger Suarez slide into the bullpen?
That would be the obvious one. I mean, look, Aaron Nola, I don't see them putting him in the pen. Even if Nola comes back and he's continuing to struggle, I think what they're paying Nola, he's going to be a starter come October. So it has to be Ranger and Walker. All
right, well, we'll talk about what they did in Game 1 and Game 2. And also today is, since yesterday was the Scripps-Howard spelling bee, always a big thing. We're going to have today the Scrubs-Howard spelling bee.
You versus Ray?
No, it's you versus the word.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play.
Check out the big brain on Ray to rescue you.
Wait, are you going to provide it in a sentence just like they do with the spelling bee?
I may provide it in a sentence.
Okay.
All right?
I was pretty good at spelling bees back then.
Well, that's why I'm testing you. Because a lot of people think that you're kind of not exactly the most cerebral guy. And and I'm here to prove opposite.
The worst shtick going on this show.
I'm here to prove the opposite with a Scrubs-Howard spelling bee.
I think I beat both of you in IQ.
610.
You would be wrong, but that's okay.
0975 610-632-0975. It is the Mike Missanelli Show. We're back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can engage during the show, and you're not going to want to miss all the content that we post. It's not only the live videos, it's videos after the fact. It's our shorts. It's all the content you want as a Philadelphia sports fan, looking forward to connecting.